Good morning.
It's blocking the camera.
All kinds of technical difficulties. I'm on a Mac, which I'm not used to using. Good morning. My name is Chris Lennon, and I am a member of the Music and Worship Committee here at First Parish in Plymouth. My pronouns are he, him, and his. It's my pleasure to welcome you to our virtual service this morning. Today is kind of exciting. Our Reverend Art Lavoie is leading a service on animal blessing. We hope you will stay afterwards for a virtual coffee and conversations. Whoever you are, whomever you love, whatever you believe, wherever you are on your journey, you are welcome here. Please walk with us this hour. For the call to worship this morning, we Give Thanks for the Animals by Gary Kowalski. We give thanks for the animals who live close to nature, who remind us of the sanctities of birth and death, who do not trouble their lives with foreboding or grief, who let go each moment as it passes and accept each new one as it comes with serenity and grace. Our opening hymn this morning is number 395. And Paul, of course, will have it on the screen for you. Sing and rejoice.
And if I might just add, this hymn in our hymnal is a round. And so Sandi is going to sing it through 4 times. And from home, you can kind of jump in anywhere and sing it as a round yourself. Good morning, everyone. It's a lovely morning. It's going to be another hot one today. And I invite you to say with me the words to our chalice lighting. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in freedom, to speak the truth in love, and to help one another. As we move into this service, I want to acknowledge and thank my colleague, the Reverend Colleen Squires. She was my intern minister for a couple of years when she was studying for the ministry in Dorchester. And she scripted, I've adapted and tweaked this a little bit, but this is basically a service that she put together several years ago for her home church of Medford. And we're going to begin with a time of remembrance. For many of us, there were animals now departed, wonderful pets, often who played an important role in our lives. They were our companions. They were our guides. They comforted us during times of struggle and also gave us much joy. They were full of mystery and wonder, and now they have returned to the great mystery beyond. If there are those among you who would like to say a few words about pets that you have recently lost, please use the chat or waving hand to indicate that you would like to speak. And I'm going to start with Jean Ortel, I think. I think you're here, Jean. Do you want to say a few words about
Douglas?
Yeah.
Well, we lost Douglas a couple of months ago, and I had adopted him about 7 years ago from a neighbor who had passed away, and his wife wasn't really feeding him. So I adopted Douglas, who was kind of a rough and tumble guy. He was an indoor-outdoor cat, and I only keep my cats indoors. So it took a while for him to adapt. But over time, he had been somewhat abused also by the man who passed away, his son. Um, so Doug was very smart. He was kind of tough. But over time, he grew to, I think, have a certain amount of trust and love with me. I have two other cats, so I have Alexander and also Holly, who came a few years after I adopted Doug. And he was a bit of a bully to both Alexander and Holly. And Alexander rolled with it, but Holly didn't. So um, I think he had lymphoma. He had lost weight, and he passed here at home without the help of a vet, which I think was probably good for him. Um, so, he'll always be remembered. He's in the backyard. Martha graciously came over and helped me. Well, actually, she did. She dug the hole and she helped me bury him. And so he's in the backyard at peace there. Holly's very happy that he's gone. She's much more relaxed and at ease. Alexander is Alexander. He just kind of goes with the flow. But I'll always remember him. He punched me one time when I first got him. It was not a slap, it was a punch. And I actually ended up with a bruise on my forehead that had never happened before with a cat. He was upset at another cat outside, and I stooped down to kind of comfort him, and he, out of nowhere, he just punched me, and it was like I saw stars. But anyway, I'll always remember Douglas. So that's my Douglas story.
Thank you, Jean.
Okay.
Ron Clark. I see
Here.
you're. Are you there? I know you and Sharon lost a dog this year. No, this is not the moment for Griswold.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to remember? I know you recently lost a dog.
All right. I wasn't really prepared for this, but we lost. It was last September. We lost Maximus. I was away, and Sharon had to deal with it all by herself, and it was very hard. He was the last of our three pugs, and we, miss him terribly. And he went through some real trauma in his departure, and like I say, Sharon had to make the trip to the vet herself, and we miss him every day. But he shows up on our time hop periodically, and he was a great mutt, and like all pugs, he loved his food, and the one thing the three pugs did was to pass it on to Griswold, because Griswold now is just like a 60-pound pug at this point. So that's in memory of Max.
Thank you. Are there others?
Hi.
Hi.
Julie wants to say something.
So
Nice and loud, okay?
so Jenny.
Nice and loud into the speaker.
So Jenny was old.
Yeah.
When I was born.
Yep.
So she was only 22, I think.
Hmm.
Yep, so Jenny was about 22 when we lost her. She was a cat.
So she was a cat, and we put her to sleep, and then she didn't wake
And Julie was about, what, 5?
5, no,
4?
5 maybe 4. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we got another cat.
And then we got Bella, and she was 6 when we got her.
Yeah, she was about 6 when we got her.
So
And what happened?
so she had a heart problem.
So she, unfortunately, we lost her about a year and a half after we got her. She was a very good kitty.
She was. So
You miss them, don't you?
except she used to scratch furniture.
She used to scratch furniture, but she was the
Okay.
good girl. Yes, and we do miss her. And then we'll talk about our other pets when it's our turn for that.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that.
Thanks.
Hey guys. So I want to, if you don't mind, I kind of want to remember 3 pets. 2 were mine and 1 was Tim's. So the first was I grew up with golden retrievers, and so our first dog, Zeus, used to protect my mom when she was pregnant with me, and he wouldn't let any guy go near my mom except for my dad. And when she went into the water, he would just swim circles and circles and circles around her, making sure she was safe. And when I was learning how to walk, he actually one time noticed I was about to fall near the table, and he actually put himself between me and the table so I didn't get hurt. So he was a very good boy. And after Zeus, we had Brandy, and Brandy still visits me in dreams. She checks up on me all the time. And when I was a teenager going through a lot of horrible stuff, she always sat with me. Knew when I needed knew when I needed affection, knew when I needed space, knew when I needed to laugh. And I think sometimes if it wasn't for that dog, I wouldn't have gotten through a lot of stuff I was able to get through. And even though she's been gone over 20 years now, she still checks up on me in my dreams. And finally, I want to honor Penny, which was Tim and Tim's parents' dog, and she's going to have been gone 2 years this fall. And similar how Brandy cared for me, Penny really cared for Tim when he was at some of his lowest with his back injury. And she just brought so much life and love into that household. And it's interesting when I go and visit them right now, how empty it feels without Penny there. And even today, Tim's mom is really struggling without her. So just want to lift up all these 3 wonderful dogs that brought us so much love and laughter and joy into our lives.
Thank you, Mom.
Thanks.
Hi, everybody. It's Debbie. We're poolside in Connecticut at my in-laws. Just wanted to mention, I'm not going to tell a story about all the individual pets, but a lot of childhood cats. I'm a cat person. Oh, there goes Holly. So there was Fluffy, Buttons, Frisky, Snuggles, and then more recently was Mr. Bubbles, baby girl, who was almost 22 years old. We had her with the kids. We also had Mr. Oakley, Mr. Lou, Clarice, all cats. Those are all cats. And then the kids before we adopted them had a wonderful dog named Sky. She's no longer with us. I think, and then here in Connecticut, they had a black lab named Ollie, wonderful dog. And I think, have I covered them all? I think that's it from us, from all the wonderful pets that we've lost. And we can say a little something later on about a few we still have. Thank you, everybody.
So many of us have fond memories of pets in our lives. And as we remember them and all of Earth's creatures that have blessed and nurtured us, we honor them and we bless them. And we bless all creatures who inhabit this planet. We are all part of this great, wild, and mysterious world. And we will all return to the same dust of the earth that has nurtured all of us and given us life. Welcome back, Sandi, who will offer our music.
Bless the beast and the children, for in this world they have no voice, they have no choice. Bless the beast and the children, for the world can never be the world they see. Light their way when the darkness surrounds them. Give them love, let it shine all around them. Bless the beast and the children, give them shelter from a storm, keep them safe, keep them warm. Light their way when the darkness surrounds them. Give them love, let it shine all around them. Bless the beast and the children, give them shelter from a storm, keep them safe, keep them warm. The
Okay, we are going to, I think, bring Julia back. And we're gonna,
Our turn. All right, Dahlia. Are you ready, Dahlia? Here she is.
okay, and what is her name?
Why don't you let me hold her and you talk?
This is Dahlia. She's a kitten.
She's a kitten. How long have you had her?
1 year.
No, we haven't had her 1 year. We had her about a month and a half, I think.
Month and a
Month
half.
and a half, okay.
About 4.5. I think she's about 4.5 months old. I lost
Okay.
track.
And
We,
her name again?
Go ahead, nice and loud. Her name. Thalia.
Thalia?
Talia.
Thalia.
Thalia.
Talia.
Okay, so Thalia, we behold the loving spirit within you, and we bless you. May Julia and Amy and all those who care for you be loving and gentle, knowing that you are a special part of creation. Thank you.
We also have behind us. We don't have to do the blessing again.
Okay. Oh, and there's a tank full of fish.
So who are they, Julia?
Her names are Dorothy and Sunshine. No, Annie and Sunshine.
Annie and Sunshine, the goldfish.
Right.
We
And
have
we
two
bless them too.
we have two other cats, adult cats, Sadie and Riley. They're not cooperative at all.
Well, Stevie and Riley, yes, they're adults because 83, Riley 2.
That's right. They don't like to be picked up, so.
Oh,
Which is why we got the kitten, so Julia can
yes,
have it.
okay.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Sadie cooperates.
No, she wouldn't let me pick her up and bring her to the computer.
So we offer them our blessing too.
But Riley doesn't cooperate.
Yeah. Cats are like that sometimes. Karen.
Hi. I sent a text this morning saying don't include me because I have nothing to show you.
Well, but you don't have to show us, but Karen raises monarch butterflies.
Well, yes, she tries. She tries. I did have one beautiful, successful experience with a little creature that I found as an egg and watched it grow and eat milkweed like crazy and form a beautiful chrysalis, which hung here on my deck in its enclosure for 14 days. And then I saw the miracle happen of the crumpled up butterfly creature coming out of this little capsule and then letting its wings fill with fluid until they were strong, and then it learned to fly, and then I let it go and it went straight up to the sky. So that was my butterfly story for this week. I haven't had a good year of finding eggs. There's lots and lots and lots of milkweed around, and I've searched, but I haven't found many. And I want to say that around the meeting house was one of the greatest places to find milkweed eggs. And they cut it all down. When I went back this week, I guess, it was gone. Everything's been mowed flat. And so those of you that have milkweed coming up somewhere in your yard, please give it all the space it needs. We need those butterflies. That's all.
Thank you, Karen, for the butterflies and all the beautiful winged creatures we see. Bless them. We know that they have a loving spirit within them, and we vow to be gentle and loving, to know they are a special gift of creation. Thanks, Karen.
Hi guys, Anne Marie here.
Hi, Marie. Hi.
Hello. I'm trying to hold Baka. She wants to walk
Hello,
around.
Baka. Hello, Baka. And Baka's been with you for quite a while, huh? How long have you had Baka?
A little over 14 years.
Yeah. So Baka, we behold the loving spirit within you, and we bless you. May Anne Marie and all those who care for you be loving and gentle, knowing that you are a special gift of creation. Thank you, Anne Marie and Baca.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, and we have
Petrusian and Aubrey. And Nemo's upstairs. He won't come down. He's sleeping.
Okay.
The cat.
So Petrusian and Aubrey and Emo, we behold the loving spirit within you, and we bless you. May Lydia and all those who care for you be loving and gentle, knowing that you are a special gift of creation.
Good boy.
Thank you, Lydia.
Such a
Elizabeth.
good dog.
Hi.
Good dog. Kiss.
I have Mona
Okay, go upstairs.
and Dave. Where Dave? No.
Okay.
Dave is in the can you hear me? Yes. Yeah. Okay. I have Mona and Dave, and they both just left me. But of course, they're, I don't know if you can see, that's Mona.
Yeah.
And Dave.
Okay.
Okay. Mona is 12 and Dave is 10. And they are amazing. They go everywhere with me. They travel well. They take up a lot of space. There's over 200 pounds of dog there. And I adore them.
Wonderful. Well, Mona and Dave, we behold the loving spirits within you, and we bless you.
Thank you.
Elizabeth and all those who care for you be loving and gentle, and may they always know that you are a special gift of creation. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Marie, hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My boys have scattered. They're
Okay.
but I just want to mention Pal and Stinks and Sandor.
Okay.
They found Pal is what all three have in common is that they all came to us needing homes and already named. I didn't name any of them. So they came with their names. I kept their names. We've had Pal for 11 years. We've had Stinks for about 8 years. And we just got Sandor back in the fall. He's actually a foster. We are taking care of him while his daddy is in prison. He has a 7-year sentence. So we sent him pictures, and it's kind of made me aware that when people have to go to prison, some of them have pets, and makes me wonder what happens to those pets. But we were glad to have him, and he's a wonderful little big tuxedo cat, who doesn't get along with my other cats. So we have to kind of like separate the rooms and kind of keep them from each other. But we have a loving cat family, and pleased that they're going to be remembered at today's service. Thank you.
So Pal and Stinks and Sandor, we bless you, and we behold the loving spirits within you. May Marie and her family and all those who care for you be loving and gentle, always knowing that you are a special gift of creation. Thank you, Marie. Jean, we have.
Well, I don't have anybody with me at the moment. I think people saw Alexandra before. Holly Ann is my little girl. I've had her about 5 years. She was the one that was sort of bullied by Douglas, but she's very sweet and she's very loving. I'm trying to find a picture of her here. She's actually taking her morning nap, but she's a very sweet little cat. This is a good picture of Alexander, I think, that people saw before. And Holly, where is Holly? I don't know. I have many. Oh, here's a little picture of Holly. I don't know if you can see it very well, but she's very, very sweet, and very loving. And Al and Holly get along very well. I'm a cat person, although I love all animals, but I've had cats probably for close to 40 years, and find them to be interesting, more complicated, I think, probably smarter overall than dogs, although dogs have their value and their gifts too. But anyway, Holly and Al are my two. So
Okay. Holly and Al, we behold the loving spirits within you and we bless you. May Jean and all those who care for you be loving and gentle, knowing that you are special gifts of creation. Thanks, Jean.
thank you, Art. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Martha.
Yeah.
And Deborah, and we have, that's the new kitty.
This is the new one.
And his name?
This is come here, you. This is Merlin the wizard cat. And like Julia's cat, he's very young. He's 3.5 months, and he's full of it. He's a full kitten, and he doesn't, he runs around like crazy. And then we also have Callie, who's 16 and who has no use for this interloper in her life. So it's tough for her. So those are our two current cats. And I would like you also to please include a blessing for Reese's fish. Reese desperately wants a pet, and what he has is a tank full of fish, which was a huge accomplishment. And he lost Penny. And I'll tell you, the fish all look the same to me, but he knows every single one of them individually.
Okay. So Merlin and Callie and all the wonderful fish that bless Reese's life, we behold the loving spirits within you and we bless you. And may Deborah and Martha and Reese and his family and all who care for you be loving and gentle, knowing that you are special gifts of creation.
Thank you. And I just want to acknowledge one other thing, because Jean talked about the animals that live in her house.
Yeah.
But Jean takes care of a bunch of animals outside of her house, including she feeds the local feral cats and any other neighbor cat that can leave its house to come for dinner. And she feeds all the animals, the skunks and the possums and the squirrels, and and she keeps an outdoor heated home, heated crate for the outdoor cats in the winter. So Jean has really a very full menagerie that she supports.
Thanks for sharing that with us, and thank you, Jean, and we bless all of those animals that you care for and the loving spirits and the wonderful gifts they bring to your life. Thank you. And
Hi again, everyone. It's Debbie in Connecticut. So our little pets aren't here with us, but we have our resident old guy, Bosley, who was once the baby in the house, our cat, Bosley. He's an all black cat. We have Mama Coco, who is black and white cat, who's only 4 years old. We adopted to kind of keep Bosley company. And then most recently, under a year ago, we got an American Pit Bull Terrier rescue, Kata, and she's a wonderful dog. Like Jean, I'm kind of a cat person, but kids wanted a dog. So we have Kata, and here at my in-laws, they have little all black cat Spooky, who's definitely a resident old guy, and he scattered also, but I went looking for him. So those are all our pets.
And your second cat's name was?
Mama Coco.
Mama Coco.
Mama Coco. Her name was Coco. We named it Mama Coco because the kids liked the movie.
Oh, okay.
Mama Coco.
So Bosley, Mama Coco, Ada,
and
Spooky.
Ada, yeah. Spooky, yes.
We behold the loving spirits within you and we bless you. May Debbie and her family and all those who care for you be loving and gentle, knowing that you are special gifts of creation. Thanks, Debbie and Harley.
Hello, Jen. And this is Willow. This is our 20-year-old. Come here, honey. I know now you're thinking about food. She has 3 legs. She is 20 years old. And she has been with us since she was 6 months old. She got cancer 3 years ago, bone cancer, and that's why she lost a leg. And she has been, you know, showing her age, but still going strong. And then there's Fred, who is 7 or almost 7. And last year we lost Timmy, which obviously most of you know. And he was 14 and he had 1 eye and he had 3 legs. And he passed last year in June. But so that's our crew. And even though Timmy's still not with us anymore, he is very much still with us, and we miss him terribly.
So Willow, George, and Timmy, we behold the loving spirits within you and we bless you. May Jen and all who care for you always be loving and gentle, knowing that you are special gifts of creation. Thanks so much, Jen. And who do we have here?
Hi.
Ben, hi.
Hi. This is Tessie. She's the first dog we ever had, and we got her about a year ago. It was actually friends in First Parish who helped us get her to be sort of my migraine dog, my companion while I'm not feeling well. And today she's been sticking really close to Seeger because he's been sick for about a week, so she's been sitting at his feet all day. But we love her. She's just the best. She's the sweetest, kindest dog in the world. She just wants to snuggle all day. Everybody loves her, and we're just so grateful to have her in our home.
Hey, Tessie, we behold the loving spirit within you and we bless you. May Jen and Seeger and all those who care for you always be loving and gentle, and always know that you are a special gift of creation. Thank you.
Hey guys, so I don't have a photo, but I wanted to do a blessing for my grandmother's cat, Gabby. Gabby was born on, I think it's like this, the day they honor the Archangel Gabriel, and my grandmother is passionate about angels. And she's been living alone in Lithuania now for a number of years. And she finally got Gabby last year. And she's just been such a joy to my grandmother, providing her some companionship, just a lot of peace and comfort. And she's been always so entertaining because the minute she hears my grandmother's voice when we Skype her every day, she'll come straight to the computer, pretty much sit on the laptop. She seems to be a very amusing cat that gives my grandmother immense comfort, which obviously gives all of us a lot of comfort. And I also want to offer a blessing for all the birds and animals I take care of around the house. That has been a lot of peace for me during quarantine.
Sure. So Gabby and all of the birds and animals around Alana's home, we behold the loving spirits within you and we bless you. May Alana and Alana's grandmother and all those who care for you be loving and gentle and always know that you are special gifts of creation. Thank you, Alana.
Thank you.
Oh, surprise.
Valerie, surprise,
Hello.
you're on. You have two lovely cats, but
I
no.
have two cats. Yeah, I have two cats that well, one of them is right over there. I know that's Penny, that's the larger one. Because it's a scratch pad and she likes to sit on that one. I don't know where the other one is, but this is the picture that I sent to Jean.
Right.
I got them from the Kingston Pound because I had one cat here. It was sweet, Misty. I like Misty. I had to have Misty euthanized. He was about 12, I think. And I felt bad having one cat. So I went to the pound and I went to Kingston and said, do you have two that get along together? And they said, well, these two do. So I brought them home and they're both dark gray. And in fact, well, I just know that's Penny because that's where she sits. But if they're back to me, it's like hunched, I don't know which one's which. She's a little bit bigger. And Katie is the other one. And she's got white whiskers. But they basically do get along together. And of course I talk to them and they don't like being picked up. I don't know how old they are. I mean, they were adult when I brought them home. Norm doesn't know how old they are. I got them probably about 4 years ago.
Okay.
So they may, I don't know. They're probably 5 or 6 or 7. But
Okay.
anyway, they're very good.
Well, Penny and Katie. Okay. Penny and Katie, we behold the loving spirits within you and we bless you. May Valerie and all those who care for you be loving and gentle and always know that you are special gifts of creation. Thank you, Valerie.
Thank you.
This is Jake. I went into Norm one day and said, I'm going to need a dog. And Norm said, well, I've got a client who just got a cockapoo puppy, and this puppy is driving them crazy. And I think he's going to become a really good dog. And would you like him? And so Norm arranged for the adoption of Jake. And Jake is, as you can tell, an absolute love muffin.
Hello, Jake. Jake, we behold the loving spirit within you and we bless you. Ron and Melody and all those who care for you be loving and gentle, knowing that you are a special gift of creation. Thanks, Vaughn. Oh, and Griswold is up.
Okay.
Okay. Is he still in his chair? He is. Hello,
he hasn't moved.
All right.
Griswold gets his name because when I was younger and planned the family vacations, they all turned out like the vacation movies with all sorts of disasters. So instead of Clark W. Griswold, this is Griswold W. Clark. And Grizz has a good story because a year ago, his platelet count fell to almost nothing. He was almost gone, but through some great veterinary care and steroids and medicines, he's back with us. This is about as excited as he gets. But he is, matter of fact, we'll get him going here. We'll give him the bone. Oh, Grizz. Okay, so that's Griswold.
Yeah. And another story I know about Griswold is that he's not too happy that you're home all the time and that you want to go for walks and he tires out pretty easily.
Yeah, I think that's just a ploy. He's just tired of going for walks and he wants me to get back to work.
Yeah, all right. So Griswold, we behold the loving spirit within you and we bless you. May Ron and Sharon and all those who care for you be loving and gentle, knowing that you are a special gift of creation. Thank you. Are we done? I guess we're done. There isn't anyone else. I'm gonna mention my cat a little bit. My black cat that's been with me for 14 years was born in the garage of the parsonage in Dorchester 14 years ago and has been the most wonderful companion, unexpected companion of my life. And you would, if I brought him here to the chapel this morning, you would hear him whining through the whole service, so I didn't bother. He's at home asleep, but little bit, we behold the loving spirit within you and we bless you. And may Art and all those who care for you be loving and gentle and always know that you are a special gift of creation. And there is now a responsive reading by one of my other colleagues, Christine Robinson, and both mics will be turned on for both Chris and I. I will read the leader part, and I invite all of you to join Chris in reading the people part.
And the all part.
Surrounded by the animals we love, we remember with gratitude the pets, protectors, and animal companions who have blessed our lives.
We give thanks for our childhood pets who taught us to love and to cry. We give thanks for our children's pets who help us to teach them responsibility and relationship. And we give thanks for the pets who brighten our days and comfort our nights.
Surrounded by the animals we love, we know that many animals contribute to our lives.
We give thanks for all those animals who help us. Worker animals who guard us and guard us and find our lost and guide the blind. The animals who provide us food and clothing, who tote our burdens and entertain us with their antics, and for animals who give their lives to help us learn.
Spirit of life, help us to remember that we live and work and love among the animals. Help us to be their friends, to love them and care for them and protect them from harm. Thank them when we use their lives for ours. Especially this morning, Spirit of life, bless the animals who are the companions of our lives. Hear our outpouring of love and gratitude for them, and help us translate that love and gratitude for all your creatures.
We bless these animals.
We love.
We pledge
to care for them
tenderly,
faithfully, and to remember
that we are not alone on the earth.
Okay. We're also going to, there are a couple of people in the congregation who aren't able to be here today, who have animals that we have seen on Zoom meetings. I know Amy Palmer mentioned that they're not able to be here, so bless those animals as well. Our closing hymn is called We Celebrate the Web of Life, and we are going to do something that's a little different. So don't use, if you have hymnals at home, you're not using your hymnal, because we're going to sing this. It actually sounds better to the tune of Amazing Grace than to the tune of the actual that was actually written for it. So you will know the tune immediately. Sounds great. So take it away, Sandi.
We celebrate the web of life, its magnitude we sing, for we can see divinity in every living a fragment of the perfect whole in cactus landing quail, as much in tiny barnacle as in the great of ancient streams. We are the sum, our bones linked stone to star, and bind our future worlds to come with worlds that were and are. Respect the water, land, and air, which gave all creatures birth. Protect the lives of all that share the glory of the
So if we go back to our biblical roots, the book of Genesis, the beginning of the Bible, as it was compiled, this is not one of the earliest stories, it's a later piece, but it's among the 2 or 3 different stories of creation that exist in the Bible. There is the one about God making the world in 6 days. And on the 5th day, God creates all the sea creatures and the birds. And on the 6th day, all of the earth creatures are created, including human beings. An important thing that I think about that story is that after every day of creation, God looks upon what has happened and says that it is good and blesses it. And may we always recognize and know the goodness of the earth and all of creation, and may we bless creation every single day. Amen, and blessed be.